Well, here's Chris from Vertical Bedsores again. I'm over here, returned to my house. It's still snowing, but not as bad as it was. And I got one broken down, $10,000 tractor, and it's not doing me much good with a blade on it that I specifically got for the these dreaded early winter, late spring wet snows. And then here's the other one. I got about 6,000 in this one, and it's sitting there useless. You know, it's like buying a fire truck that won't start during a major fire. Now this guy's all seized up because it's all turned to ice. So I have to take that in the garage and put a heater on it. Now, thank God, I got a very nice neighbor who came over and used his snowplow to plow my yard so I can get vehicles off the street. You cannot park your vehicles on the street in the winter here for obvious reasons. The snowplow is going to get through. So this Chris Bagnotti guy, very nice person, he recently bought this truck, this Ford turbo diesel. Got all new snow tires on it. And he took time out of his busy schedule to plow. There's a truck right there to plow my lot. Now, once again, we want to say kudos and thank you very much to Chris Spagnotti, who owns Copper Country Carpentry. Nice of him, and I will try to return his favor. I cut his grass because he gets too busy. I think my tractors are better suited to the more genteel grass cutting than it is to these horrifically rough snowstorms up here in Copper Harbor. Or not Copper Harbor, Copper Country, of which Copper Harbor is the most northern city. I wouldn't call it a city, a town, or a village. And we're going to go down the street here. I'm going to show you what's going on here now. Now this guy over here, he's got all kinds of accounts, but he sort of dropped the ball today on plowing. People are stuck in there whether they have his service or not. So, and he's got big John Deere tractors. So all that glitters is not gold, right? Sometimes you're better up with an old rusted piece of junk. Pickup truck and propinquity. Propinquity is being there at the right time, right place. Nearness, proximity. See, now this guy here, he's got the old standard snowplow, but he's getting the job done. He's got a clean driveway. So his wife or girlfriend can go to work in the morning if need be. So we're gonna drive down the road here, and these are pretty convoluted streets. You know, they're very picturesque. It looks like something out of, I don't know if you're old enough to remember, they used to have a movie called Peyton Place. It was about a New England town where everybody gossiped about each other. It was a pretty interesting movie. Nothing more interesting and more perplexing and more unpredictable than this thing called human nature. You never really know. Even when you think you're going to know, you know people. You never really do. Now, the church is plowed in, so nobody's going to services until the snowplow guy opens up the parking lot again. So I don't think they're having Thanksgiving. Usually they have like free dinners, very nice dinners. They make very nice dinners, and it's called that Faithful, I think. And really a nice bunch of people. I've always been impressed about how Christian they are. Now look at this guy here. He just got this. He's been saving up for this for years. He got this beautiful John Deere tractor from this guy here, an elderly couple, and it did quite a good job today, didn't it? It didn't drop the ball. It didn't fail as my tractors. I was going to start a business called Reliable Snowplowing. No excuses. We get things done. But, I'm now, and I get mad at myself for not, because I've been sickly. People know that I have cancer. And, which, by the way, is, my health is improving every day because of ivermectin, the miracle drug. But I thought to myself, I get mad at myself because I don't want to take a risk and, say I'm reliable and I'm not. My mother was a responsibility fanatic when I was a kid. And I'm getting a call from being out. As much as you try, you don't get over this stuff. You don't get around this stuff. So, when you're taught as a young kid. So, we're gonna pull down my street again, and we're gonna see. This is the guy in the corner. This guy has recently purchased John Deere. That did a marvelous job today, and I think maybe my tractors are too old. Now here is a guy who has, this is probably it is, I don't know what brand that is. I don't know if that's Coyote. Yeah, it's a Coyote, which is sort of a Kubota looking kind of machine. Now, Kubota is, in my opinion, better than John Deere. Sad to say, but they make good quality stuff and they don't try to cheapen the line. John Deere, they spend more time, it seems, in my opinion, cheapening than they do enhancing, trying to improve their product. And it's a shame because John Deere was always had a wonderful reputation, which I think it is it's tarnishing. It's patina. It doesn't glisten the way it once did. Now here's a guy. Hi, I'm Chris with the podcast. My name's Chris.
Yeah, I know you, Chris.
Yeah, I'm
Brian.
I've had a bout with cancer, so I was getting pretty down.
Yeah.
So I started a podcast called Vertical with our bedsores. And little Mary and I go out.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is an unusual storm, isn't it?
This is not normal. Not at all.
Go ahead.
The only thing, we've had no practice, no training, just like instant, like from summer to the Super Bowl, and you're expected to play four quarters. That's bullshit.
Now, how many years have you lived here?
We have lived here since 1984.
Okay, so would you say that this is the worst burst snow?
Yeah, definitely.
Now,
Because we got a lot of wind, a lot of snow, and it was above freezing to start.
yeah,
And that is
actually, I think it started raining, didn't it, last night?
it
And then
did.
turned
It did. Yesterday, nothing on the ground. It just started about this time, just a dust, and then just kept going. I took today off. I thought I tried it, made it up to Faith Lutheran Church. Turned around, called my boss. I said, "You know what? I can't make
You
it."
couldn't make it this morning?
No, I said at 8:30, if it's this bad, and I work till 5:30.
It's
There's
gonna
no
get
way.
worse.
Yeah,
Well, they called off school for that parade. They showed good common sense, right?
yeah, they did.
The kids
yeah.
might be stuck there.
Well, the thing is, they only had a half a day today,
Yeah.
Calumet, but they called that off. And my daughter-in-law is a teacher in Hancock. They had the whole day off. So, but they're on High Point Road, and we actually postponed Thanksgiving until Saturday.
Really?
Yeah, we thought, no, we're not going to do this. Too much going on.
Well, I've lived here 8 years,
Yeah.
and this is not like Chicago.
No, this is,
Chicago, you get 10 warnings and maybe one.
yeah,
But here, they're pretty accurate, would you say?
I would say, yeah,
And
yeah.
you can pretty much count on that if they say to stay off the roads.
Yep.
You're going to end up regretting not
And
staying
you know
off
what?
the roads.
Tomorrow morning, I could wake up and start all over doing this exact
Yeah.
same thing. And then when it lets up, you know what? I'm going to look at my roofs and think those are going to need shoveling.
Yeah.
Now they don't because we had enough wind. But if we didn't, if we had 30 inches of wet, heavy snow straight down, that'd be another disaster. I'm getting tired of this.
Are you
I'll
going
tell
to live here for the rest of your life?
I probably not. We got a plowing service coming up. He did it last year. He came today, but I still have to do a lot by hand.
Is that
Yeah.
hard for you?
It is. I mean, this is the worst right here
But what's the worst?
because you had no training, no warm up, no stretching, nothing to get you into this. It takes a lot of muscle, a lot of effort. Your muscles, stamina, the whole thing.
But I've been watching you for a long time, and
Yeah.
you seem very physical.
I keep active.
I mean, you fixed your own roof this year,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yes.
So, and it's not good to sit around.
No, I know. I'm retired, semi-retired now. I work 3 days a week,
Well,
so that's better than.
when I use that, I was feeling sorry for myself when I got that inoperable tumor,
Oh yeah,
and I thought, no, I'm not going to do this.
good.
And then I was thinking, well, what would be a good title? And I said, a vertical without bedsores. I don't want to be lying on the bed
Yeah, yeah,
right away and getting those ulcerated bedsores.
yeah. And then those get infected. Then you're really screwed.
There's no.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody ever wins a battle with a bed sore.
No. And
So-
you know what? A week ago today, we buried my mother.
How old
here.
was she?
She was 92. She lived in Calumet on 10th Street over here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was 92. She had a bad heart for many years.
Yes.
And you know what? We had a beautiful day. They were able to go to the cemetery, take care of everything, do the burial at the cemetery. And look at this. This is 1 week later.
Yeah.
You know, there's no way. But she knew Jesus. She knew the Lord. That was excellent.
So, this weather up here is tempestuous.
Oh, yeah.
We are 15 miles out in the middle of Lake
We
Superior.
are, and our altitude gets us in trouble.
Is
We're
it
the
really?
high spot. Yeah. They always say the high ground.
What's
and
the altitude here?
It's like the highest around.
It's
yeah.
like 12. Is it 1,200
Yeah, 'cause
feet
when you
above
go to
sea?
Hancock, you start to go downhill. We're higher than all of them. Yeah,
And
I'm
they-
not sure the number, but when the
I
way
think
it affects the
I think it
weather
was
is-
1,200 above sea level,
That
which is
sounds right.
Houghton like is 300 or 400.
Yeah, because
So-
when you go to Keweenaw, you start to go downhill. You know, you come into Alloway, Kearsarge, you're dropping down quite a bit, and it doesn't take that much altitude to make a big difference.
Now,
you know?
what is the particularly most painful aspect of you're pushing?
You know what it is? It's
It's
your
so-
shoulders and your arms.
But the water is the real issue, right?
And now it's starting to freeze, so it's getting heavy, and it sticks to your scoop. So you're fighting a scoop that doesn't slide. So when I go in, I'm going to bring this to my basement, let it sit overnight. Tomorrow I'm going to spray it with like furniture polish, and it's much slipperier. But you have that wet water underneath, and then it's below freezing, so it's going to naturally
On a
freeze.
scale of 1 to 10, what would you be The drudgery of this.
The drudgery of this right now, I call it a 12.
Really?
Easy 12. Yeah.
Now, I've had people that have been here for 40 years, as you have, saying that this is one of the worst snows, an early snow
and
that
this is setting the base for winter. Where you put this stuff, it's going to sit because it's going to freeze. And that's why I'm just trying to clear it as best I can.
But the guy already did you once, huh?
He came this morning. He's technically not contracted till the 1st of December. But he just did that, so we gave him a couple extra bucks as a a thank you.
Yeah, sure.
But I know one thing: when I go in, I got a sauna in my basement. I'm firing that up, and I'm gonna warm these muscles right up.
Are you and the missus gonna get naked?
No, she won't. She doesn't like saunas.
She won't get naked.
No, she gets headaches.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
From getting naked or from the sauna?
From the sauna. Yeah.
Okay, well, nice meeting you, sir.
Okay, well, we're neighbors.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
We never see each other.
I know.
Marcus Aurelius spoke the best kind of people are friendly acquaintances at a friendly distance.
Oh, yes.
Because I do subscribe to Familiarity Breeds Contempt.
What podcast are you doing? I mean,
it's called Vertical Without Bedsores.
Vertical Without Bedsores.
Yeah, and it'll be on there in about an hour or two.
Oh, is that on YouTube then, or what?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just punch up Vertical, Verticle, Without Bedsores, and you'll be able to see yourself on YouTube.
Vertical or with a B?
Vertical as Victor.
Oh, Victor. Vertical. Vertic.
Right, vertical as opposed to horizontal.
Vertical bedsores. Okay.
Okay, neighbor.
All right.
Keep up the good
All
work.
Right, thanks, Chris.
Thank you for the interview.
You're welcome. Take care.